encompasses a lot of different things, but especially in the dead of winter and in the dead of summer here in Chicago, the most important thing that we're all looking at is saving energy. And that's why I'm standing here with Michael Preston of USA Insulation to talk about putting some insulation in your existing home, which is kind of hard to do a lot of times, especially when the homes are so close like they are here in Chicago, and without tearing your home apart.
Right.
How do you guys do it?
Well, really what makes our product unique is that we have an injection foam insulation, which means we're able to inject the foam into the house from the outside. It hardens after about 72 hours, and when it's done, it seals up the house nice and tight. Our foam is unique in a couple of ways. Number one, we get 5.1 R per inch, which is the highest R value for a foam product on the market. Second of all, it does not expand, which is why we're able to inject the foam into an existing cavity without doing any cosmetic damage to the house, both on the outside or the inside. We don't have to drill through your walls. Well,
your crew, I know, is already hard at work. They've already gotten this home started behind us, and let's take a walk around, and I want to see firsthand how they do this.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
So the first step in the process is to take a strip of siding off all the way around the house, and then we need to drill holes underneath to get access to the cavity like we've done here. Many homes built when this one was built are hollow. In this particular case, in part of the house, we have found some existing insulation like this, which you can see is pretty much not providing any protection from the outside. It's very brittle and loose. This, of course, doesn't stop us from adding foam. What we're going to do is stick the hose all the way through to the other side of the insulation, and as our foam is injected, it compresses that old insulation out toward the siding. Again, we're sealing up the house with a closed cell foam, so it will have a much better value than what we have here. So we've already started to inject the foam in the back of this particular house here.
Okay, so I mean, it looks like you're just filling the house with like shaving cream or
pretty
something
much.
in there.
It goes in like shaving cream, and when it's done, it's kind of like a styrofoam icebox. It's a water-based foam, so it will not burn. It actually provides the house with a 2-hour fire rating.
And then when they're done with all this, what happens to those holes?
So when we're finished foaming the house, we will plug the holes, then we put the siding back on, and when we drive away, cosmetically, you don't even know we were here.
So do you know what the average savings is for someone who does this to their home?
Sure.
Is it a real big difference in their bills?
Oh, it makes a huge difference.
I will tell you that it has made a tremendous difference in my house. This summer, which has been extremely hot, my air conditioning bills have been reduced by, I would say, a good 25%, maybe more.
The typical savings that we'll see is anywhere from 30 to 50%.
But of course that begs the question then, what does this cost? Is it worth it?
Well, actually right now it's more worth it than any time in history.
Yeah.
An average house for the insulation that we do can run anywhere from $4,500 to $6,000. But there are a lot of energy efficiency tax credits and rebates that make it a lot more cost effective. Right now in Chicago specifically, through the Chicagoland Natural Gas Savings Program, all People's Gas customers can get a rebate of 75% of the cost, up to $750 for insulating their house.
Wow.
In addition, that's on top of the federal tax credit, which is another 30% up to $1,500. So there's a lot of money out there to be given back to you if you have your house insulated.
Yeah, and then of course it's the monthly savings, of course, which are a bonus as well.
You got it.
All right, so if your house is too cold in the winter, too hot in the summer, and you're thinking that you need a little more comfort and maybe you need to save a few bucks on your energy bills, these are the guys to call.